It's me, Cappy. My mommy is the best. Supermom will be next. She helps mommy. It looks my nose black. Your dick looks black. And this might go black. You wait for the straw. Brush. Get ready for It's Super Scrubby. Not Super Scrub.
Welcome to this Global Healing for the Soul podcast, sponsored by myself, Supermom Robin Stoltman. As I am a supermom of 11 biological children, having spent 12 years in a row pregnant, where I have 8 living children, 10 years old is the oldest, and under, all born via C-sections in a row after overcoming infertility that I had had for over 5 years using my Fertility Mindset Revolution program I created for faith-based couples between 30 and 45 years old. This is season number 6, episode 31. And before I get started, I just want to remind you that if you are ever looking for a virtual assistant who can help you book appointments, do your social media, and do so much more that all businesses require, I highly recommend Sphere Rocket for all your virtual assistant needs. The link to Sphere Rocket is at the bottom of this episode. And today I am talking about the mind-body connection, how hypnosis can transform your stress levels. So what is my personal definition of mindset, and why is it such a vital component to managing stress effectively? We've all heard about how our attitude determines how far you will go. The mindset and attitude, in my opinion, they're the exact same thing. It's just how do you want to word it? It's kind of like when people say, oh, hypnosis, that's, this or that and the other thing, which a lot of people think it's mind control, it's manipulation, it's you're going to find all these dark, deep secrets on somebody. It's none of that. Seriously, hypnosis, the easiest way to explain it for anybody who has zero concept, which most people don't, know how to use their mind correctly to get what they want out of life, the easiest way is it's your imagination. Like, seriously, you can imagine having a good day or a bad day. And so it's the autopilot, it's the programmed behaviors, it's mental rehearsal. What are you telling yourself repeatedly? That uses the law of repetition, by the way, depending upon what you're repeating to yourself. That ultimately creates the mindset of negative or positive. So if you're constantly telling yourself how stupid you are, how you can't do anything right, you're going to get more of that. So what you're doing is you're programming your mind through hypnosis. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. It's what you're telling yourself. So then we go into the other aspect of, I want to be positive. So what are you doing to create a positive environment for yourself and those around you? Well, a lot of people who are positive, they build themselves up, they're surrounding themselves because you're the average of the 5 people that you are around the most. Like, this is a proven statistical fact. And how we know this is just take women, for example. Us women, you get us around another woman who has her period. Over time, within a couple months, we all start menstruating together. Like, seriously, that's where we get all of our periods together. One person is pregnant, well, then everybody's pregnant. It also uses that reticular activating system as part of that, and that's within your subconscious mind as well. So these subconscious mind programmed behaviors, mental rehearsal, hypnosis, all of that has to do with your attitude. Your attitudes make up of who you are, what it is that you're doing out in the world. Are you around positive people or around negative people? That's part of that mindset, like I said. At least for me, that's how I would best explain it. And like hypnosis, literally the definition is between awake and sleep. That's all it is. So when we're thinking about ways that we can enhance or decrease our stress levels, the biggest thing you can actually do for yourself is just take 5 minutes, or like in my case, just take 2 minutes, close your eyes, deep breathe in from the abdomen, and just let it out slow. You're not using your shoulders to get your breath like we've been told of chest breathing. It's abdomen breathing is where you're going to want to breathe from. While I was trying to remember what it was I was saying in between things with getting interrupted here, one of the things with managing stress effectively is like I said, you want to be able to do that deep breathing from the abdomen, not from the chest. Another way to help manage your stress is just to take out what does not work in your life. So for example, when you're doing a lot of different things, what can you hire someone else to do? Or what can you have someone else do? So for me, being a busy mom of all these children, running a podcast, running a successful business overall in general, I don't do just the podcast. I have hypnosis clients that I see. I've got Reiki clients. I've got different aspects of different things that I am doing, along with meeting with businesses, being the salesperson, being the social media, doing all these things while still being a mom, trying to figure out how to be able to operate while my kids, while 4 of them are in school, the rest are at home. So in trying to figure this, navigate all of this out, one of the things that I have done to help with my stress levels is get rid of what isn't working for me. What don't I like to do? So work on the things I do like to do. Like my virtual assistant, she takes care of a lot of those things for me that I'm like, I would rather watch paint dry. I'm just saying, it'd probably be more fun than learning how to do the stuff like the website and all that. And plus, she's a lot better at it than I am. I'm just saying. I love what she does compared to me. I'm just saying, for the designing. She is so good at it. She knows how to do it. She's more faster, more effective at it. She knows how to organize. She knows how to do those things in the files on the computer and stuff that I know how to do. It's just I'm not good at it as well as she is. And so being able to work with those strengths of having another person help has been my biggest asset that I have realized that has helped me the most. Another is being able to use a 12-week year. So the 12-week year, I use that in my business. I've been using it since July of 2023. How it has helped my business as I've learned, okay, I cannot get all the things done that I've wanted to get done. So is this something I really want to do? One of the things for me has been, okay, I've had this on my 12-week year list for reaching out to people for a wellness company, and being able to direct message people is another task. And another one is to do social media videos, to go out there and create them. Well, I've been asking myself, okay, we've had this goal now for how long, and we're still not doing it. Do I really want to do this? The answer is some days absolutely not. The other days it's like, well, I've got to do something to keep going. Like, I just can't sit here and be like, I like these products, nobody else can have them. I mean, it's the easiest way to do it, but at the same time, I know that I can earn an income by referring people to shop with this wellness company that I've gotten many benefits out of. Like Lester, he no longer has the eczema. Okay, so instead of having to go get medications for him, I just simply switched stores. And guess what? The laundry soap is amazing, and it has helped him not have to have the eczema. So there's an example of the mindset, is that instead of saying, oh, woe is me, I need to go to the doctor for another cream, pill, potion, lotion, I decided, you know what, take matters in my own hands. What can I do differently where I'm not like everybody else, because I've never wanted to be like everybody else? What can I do differently to help my family? So that's one of the things I've done, is I've incorporated using wellness products within my home. Another thing for me is being a high achiever. There's a lot of stress levels. And a lot of people don't have a clue because they've never been in an entrepreneur position, or if they have, it's very little entrepreneurial, not a whole lot, and none of this 7 years worth of not having made the income that you'd like to make, okay? So with that being said, I have nowhere near the exact dollar amount that I would love to be making, nor have I actually broke even in my business in any of the months, because that would be helpful, along with consistent income coming in. I'm just saying it would be very helpful. So a lot of high achievers that are an entrepreneur would never have the audacity, the tenacity, the personal development skills that I have earned and learned how to keep going when things are tough. Like, how is it that I've been able to do these trips? How have I been being in these circles with other people that I know that I'm worthy of being around? It's been a lot of the mindset work. I have worked on myself. I have done the things that most people are never willing to do, Or if they go out and do them, they half do them for a little bit, a week or two, and then that's good. Or they do it until they hit their first little something's hard, and then they quit. I don't got time for those type of people. I just don't. I just really don't have the time and day for those type of people. So some of those common stressors that I have had to deal with, these employees and these people who want to be entrepreneurs for a little bit, they really have the exact same common stressors overall. Like, one of their most common one is that they think that money is evil. They think rich people are evil. There's over 80 different beliefs that they have about money. Now, I have worked extremely hard on myself to overcome these self-limiting beliefs surrounding money. And I'm still working on them. Like, I've literally come to the conclusion that I have never met a rich person who is evil, that is filthy. I've never had any of those things, but yet they're being told to people as a society, just like entrepreneurs are bad. Well, seriously, if entrepreneurs are bad, then why are you an employee? Because without an entrepreneur, you wouldn't have a job. The entrepreneurs give people a job. Like, they're the ones that get to bless other people by sharing their money with other people. But employees don't think about these things. They think about me, and another helping of me, which can be very frustrating as a business owner, because when you're trying to making things happen, your employees also have to realize at the same time that you're human. You're doing whatever it is that you can possible to make things happen, not just for yourself, but for them as well. And I'm talking like the beginner stages of the entrepreneur. I'm talking the part where it's like it gets frustrating some days, you're not quite there. I'm not talking about the corporate industries at all whatsoever, because corporate's a whole other ballgame on its own. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to be seen, heard, and valued. That's really what it is. So when we're talking about like the common stressors, people that have the migraines, and yet they want to go do the shots, they want to take and pop a pill, they want to go home, take something for it, instead of saying, hey, you know what, I have this migraine for a really good reason. Am I drinking enough water? Chances are probably not. Am I drinking way too much caffeine, having energy drinks? Chances are you probably are. And that's the reason why you're getting the migraines and the headaches. Oh, are you actually taking and exercising? Probably not. So you deserve to have the migraines at this point. I've already listed 4 different things that cause migraines where a person deserves to have them happen. And yes, I said that they deserve to have it happen, because if you're not willing to change your lifestyle, you're not willing to change your diet, you're not willing to do anything that it takes naturally to get rid of the problems, and they still come around, well, that's on you. If you're not willing to do whatever it takes, no one else can sit here and make you do things you don't want to do. Not even myself with hypnosis, because believe me, I got a couple of people that I would love to have help with on a couple things. But without going more into details on that, another thing like with common stressors is that people have the high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and they want to have time with their family, but at the same time, there's a stupid thing that I've seen where people like overstimulated, or they have like OS or O. They say that they're overstimulated as truck. We'll say that, and they've got 1 or 2 kids, and I'm like, seriously, you got it easy. Like, what is there to be overstimulated about? Get off your damn phone. That would solve 99% of your problems, probably right there. I'm just saying, have you seen social media? Look at your algorithm. Everything's so negative in it. It's the algorithm that you are feeding it. You are feeding the negativity, just like law of attraction. Look at your algorithm. Look at the things that you're looking at. If it's negative, again, that goes back to the mind-body connection and how the hypnosis can transform your stress levels. Like, your stress is a direct result of everything as a whole, what you're taking in. And if you're taking in negative stuff at night, you're taking in negative stuff during the day, you've got Facebook that's negative, you've got TikTok that's negative. If you're putting yourself in this negative environment, you can't expect to have anything good. I mean, like, it's just not possible. That's why I said the average of 5 people you're around the most. It's a statistical proven fact. Like, we know this about people. It's, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We've all heard that phrase too, for like the parenting, okay? So one of the things I really want to talk about with this mind-body connection, like I said, I gave the examples of the stress with the migraines, okay? And the reason why I gave that example is because we can influence the ability to whether or not we have a health problem like migraines, okay? So if you're having a migraine, like I said, and it is not medical related, like you've got a tumor or something like that, but you're getting the migraines because your diet, because that's what causes a lot of people's problems. By a lot of people, I'm like society as a whole, the biggest problem you've got is what you're sticking in your mouth and what you're watching on TV and scrolling on your phone. That solves 99% of your problems if you just watch those things. Like, seriously, the food comes first, and then what you're reading, writing, and what you're consuming. Even not even eating it, like you're just consuming the social media and stuff. All that negativity really creates more of it. That's why we get that phrase, what you focus on expands. Where energy goes, that's where attention flows, okay? So we get some of these phrases that are absolutely true. So that would have to do with the migraine because, well, you're stressing your body out, you're stressing your nervous system, you're putting pressure on yourself, like, oh, I have to have all the world's problems on my shoulders. How many people have neck and shoulder problems as a result of they got to feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders because they care about this issue, they care about that issue, and it's like, seriously, you can't help somebody else until you have enough money to go help yourself and then go help other people, but chances are people don't want to do that. So a lot of people get bothered by tithing or tipping. Oh my gosh, the people online that are mad about tipping. Seriously, if you tip, that can be considered tithing. And I'm not talking about, oh, you just got to do it at churches. I'm talking, why can't tipping count as tithing? I'm just saying, like, who says that it can't? I haven't seen that in my Bible. It says you can't count tipping somebody as a tithe. I'm just saying, I have never seen that. What I'm getting at is, like, our bodies listen to what it is that we're doing all the time. So that's why I give the example of the migraine, like I said. And so somebody who may think that hypnosis is woo-woo, or it's all, it's of the devil, or it's mind control, it's manipulation, it's all these things. Well, here's the deal. I'd rather work with somebody like myself who's been there, done that, knows how to actually help me. Because one of the biggest things I will say that ticks me off in the industry, doesn't matter what industry a person is in, like the doctors, the talk therapists, the hypnotherapists even, they said, well, just because you've never had a drug addiction doesn't mean you can't help somebody with it. Says the people that just want to make money off of you, yes. The people like myself who actually are ethical and have morals and value and integrity as our highest value, my thing is, if I have never had it, I cannot help you. And the reason is because I've never had the experience. I've never had the lived experience of what a drug addict or an alcoholic has to go through. So I would never be able to help that person. You know who's going to be best at helping them? Another person who's been through it and overcame it. That's why infertility, I know for a fact by the time you're done working with me, you will be pregnant and you'll continue to get pregnant using my method over all the other methods. Why? Because I know my method works 100% of the time for the people who use it and actually apply what I'm telling them to do. I know that it works. I'm that confident in my mindset fertility revolution, the infertility mindset revolution. I know that it works because I've done it. I've helped other women have babies as a result. I mean, like, and they get repeatedly pregnant just from working with me. Now, in that, there are mindset blocks. There's belief blocks. And so that's a lot of the stressors too that a person has. So what do we do with like all these different stressors, all these different things that I've mentioned as a whole? The biggest thing the mindset part of it is our minds are so incredibly powerful with what we believe. We can make ourselves sick, or we can make ourselves happy and well. Why wouldn't you want to choose the thoughts of being healthy and well? Like, why wouldn't you want to choose those thoughts? Well, your beliefs, your habits, the different things that come up in the day. And when we get these different beliefs, these habits, these things that we've programmed ourselves from conception to 8 years old is when the parents have done that, the daycare providers, all these different factors, school, all these different people have influenced our life in how they've handled it, the adults, the other people around us. It really teaches you if you've learned how to handle self-regulation or not, if you learned how to handle your stress or not in a healthy or harmful way. If you look at society right now as a whole, I would definitely say that there's a lot of people that had zero concept of how to parent because they themselves did not teach their children how to handle stress, how to handle their self-regulation of their emotions. They weren't taught how to handle their emotions correctly, because if they were, you would never see anybody today, society, you would never see them acting the way that they have with the anger problems. Like, you just wouldn't. Nobody in their right mind would have those more than less. They've got these horrible childish behaviors as a result of the programming that they got as a child through no fault of their own. But if those parents had done the work, cared enough about their child, they would have done the work subconsciously to not repeat these behaviors onto their children. Therefore, the mind-body connection with the child and all of that, the child grows up to be an adult. Now they start exploding like the adult that they saw growing up in the home did. And so these things keep repeating and repeating and repeating until you use something like hypnosis. So like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to learn how to handle my stress so I'm not sitting here smoking all the time. I want to learn how to handle my stress so I'm not sitting here eating all the time. How about that one? Or I want to take and learn how to handle my stress so that way I'm exercising. When I'm mad, I can just deep breathe, go punch a punching bag, take a walk, go do something with my body, and then just... I'm just saying. Some of these things would really help people as a whole to manage their stress levels. I mean, like, I've got all these children. I don't drink alcohol. I don't use drugs. I'm not on prescription medication. I'm very healthy. There's a reason for that. And I don't even associate myself with people who are drug addicts, alcoholics, and doing all these things. I don't associate myself with them. Why? Because I deserve better than that, and I don't want to be like that. Now, at the same time, if somebody's recovering and they're going through things, again, I can't help them because I've never had the experience, nor do I want to go down that rabbit hole of experiencing those things. But for me, it's, what are you doing to make yourself better? What are you doing to help somebody else? So one of the things you can do, the best thing you can do, seriously, is just take a deep breath sometimes. Stomp your feet. There's another tool that I use too, is stomping my feet. And just, okay, I've got to let it out. You can let it out through exercise. That's what I've been doing, and it's been a lot more helpful doing it that way because it's a lot more faster. Plus, you need to exercise anyway. Gets the endorphins going. And not only that, like in my case, when I was younger, I would exercise too much to the point where I'd make myself sick. So I do watch on how much I exercise and how fast I go on that. But at the same time, just being able to deep breathe, give yourself a time limit. Mine is 5 minutes of being on the exercise bike or on my Gazelle or walking. Just give myself that little bit and just deep breathing. And I'm teaching my children in a healthy way how to handle their emotions when they get too much sometimes. Another thing is, I'm like, you know what? Who says I can't scream? I can scream into a pillow. Let it out. It's better than keeping it trapped in the body, ending up with migraines, fibromyalgia. Again, I don't want that again. No, thank you. It's better than having arthritis. It's better than having jaw pain, jaw tension. It's a lot better than having shoulder tension. I mean, there's so many other things that I would rather not deal with long term. Just let it out. Just let it out in a healthy way. So for those of you who are interested in wanting to find out more about how I can help you or find resources to better help you, I am building a school community. I already have it built out. We're working on getting more content in there. It's a community of like-minded parents that you can be a part of. I will start charging on November 1st of 2025 here to be in that group, to be a part of it. So I'd highly recommend getting into that school community now. You can go to my website and find more information. If you go to Robin, ROBIN, Stoltman.com. Otherwise, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Healing for the Soul podcast and keep coming back for more episodes. So I want to thank you for your time and your energy while listening to today's episode of Healing for the Soul podcast.
Bye-bye.